Welcome to Factorio Reverse Megabase. My name is Nida. So this is episode 45 of our Let's Play. And what we're going to do today, I have no idea how this is going to go. No preparation. So in terms of this, I want to do some design. And this is going to be an interesting design that I've never done before. So what could possibly go wrong? We have this nuclear part. The uranium part of the nuclear power is the silly one. That's what we did last time. Like the quantities are just completely out of whack. But the interesting part is actually how all these mechanics for the nuclear power actually interacts. So that's the interesting part. What we're going to do is we're going to start, as I talked about last time, we should have something, and this is going to be the tricky part, right? Can I have something? Let's actually get some. Can I have a tileable setup here? And the answer is of course yes, but I don't know how to do it. So we'll get all of the relevant things here. Copy Q, and then it should get those. Yep, and that one, and I also get a stack of that, and one of these, and then we get a stack of that. Okay, so if we look at one set here, this is only, what is it, 5 wide or something, which is like nothing. So you could like theoretically go like, okay, so we can do that part. But then we have another issue of like how does that tile with this? Then it has to go around. It's not really sustainable, is it? So it's going to be really a big challenge. What I think we have to do is we have to say that it's not going to be tileable by 1. It's going to be tileable by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. What we should also remember is that I need to figure out a way to get things in and out of this. I see, well, the first thing is it's going to be mirrored on either side, so that's a good start. I'm going to have some inbound here. Express underground is in the way. Did you just, I literally just pressed the button and then you said it's in the way. Let's not take it out here for the corners because I think that's going to be a mistake. Let's do it sort of in the middle here. I'm leaning towards using belts for this, where I basically have an inbound and an outbound, from on each side. That's kind of where I'm leading towards. And then we have to make sure that every one of these gets power out here, or we don't actually, because they will spread, so I don't need this. These ones cannot be changed, so I don't know if we need it everywhere. I think I don't need it everywhere because they will spread the heat to each other. The next part will have to be the water. We'll get to that sort of later on, I guess. What I will do though is I think we can already see some trends here. Like, what if I do that? Then we can start doing something like this, which is more likely. We should also, just before that, actually talk about a bit about ratios. So the way it works is that you find out how much power you get from each reactor, and I'll just go through this so that everyone's on the same page. You find out how much, and the wiki says that you count the number of edges and multiply by 2. I don't really like that. I'm basically looking at this and saying, how many neighbors does it have? It has 3 neighbors, so it produces its own 40 megawatt plus 3 times as much. Then okay, so it's 160 for this one, 160 for this one, so that's what we need. So let's take one row here of 160. Then you need to figure out how many of the heat exchangers. The heat exchangers, they are max consumption 10 megawatts. So you need to just divide it by 10. So you need 32 of these. And then the turbines, these are more awful. So these turbines can consume 60 liquid, and these ones produce 103 liquid. That's pretty bad. So it's basically a 103 divided by 60. It's that's interesting. I've always remembered it as 1.72. 1.78. 1.72. Yeah, because all the liquid, in order for this one to run at full capacity, then it's consuming the 103 per second, but it's also outputting 103 per second, which will then be fed. The steam has to be consumed fully, and that's going to be consumed by these. So that's kind of the essence of it. All right, so if we look at let's do some kind of cut on something, and then see how much we want. We'll just cut it off here, and then we also maybe do we have to have a roboport? If we don't have a roboport, then I can't expand it myself because it'll get really big. But again, I don't need to expand it, I just need to build it, so maybe I don't need a roboport. We're also gonna have to figure out a way with power poles, so that's another interesting thing. And this part here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 4 and then see what that would be. If I have 4, that means I now need this one. I've put the numbers in for 320 megawatt. Clever. That's 2 of these, 32. So in this case, it's going to be 4 times as much for this area. That's a lot. But, you know, I'm sure it can be done. 32. Let's look at this part here. So I can have this go 1 out to the side. And then look at... Basically, I want some kind of thing that's repeatable. Oh, that's pretty obvious, because this one repeats on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cycle, and these are on a 3 cycle. So it has to be 6 of these that matches to 5 of these. That means I'm pretty sure I need to take this one out and build 6 of those, right? So this one, that's going to be the limit, because if I take this, so this is overlapping here, that'll be the same. Yes, that's the repeating pattern. So I, however, think that this is too close. All right, so that's actually the first thing we have, and I'm gonna just keep getting more of these. All right, that's interesting. So if we want 32. That's how many we want heat exchangers we need for 1 row times 6. That means now I need 192 of these. But remember, it has to be on both sides, so I'm just going to divide by 2, because that means I need 96 on this side, and I have a total of 10 here. Okay, so we divide this by 10. That means it's 9.6 rows of this. Okay, let's try that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and not quite 10. So this part is pretty much what we want, is it? But it's too much. 9.6 times 10. That one is 96. So this is how much? This is 100. What? Oops. Copy. This is 100, and I'd have to take 4 out. We'll just take it out on the side, just for now. We'll take these out because they will not need to go any further. So we have now some room here out on the side, which we can use for, I don't know, various things. It could be where we put in a roboport, for example, if we need that. Not really. All right, so another thing we actually have a bit of an issue here is the fact that we do not have a way to get the power in here to do the inserters. Do we need that? Not necessarily. None of this requires power, so that's not an issue. That's our steam, so that's good. And we'll have to figure out how much water this is. This is 96 times 103 divided by 1200. So it's more than 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's the answer. I think that every single one of these will have a pump. I am going to replace this with a real pump. We will get real pumps in here, don't you worry. But like this, just to get a sense of, okay, this is where the water comes in. And that's going to be the biggest trick, is that you have to build it in a way that you can get water in here. Then we have to make sure that the places we get this, I should be able to just drag it straight in. Most places, yeah? Actually, let's just take this out. We do that by priority, so that's... We can always get the belts. Belts are super simple to get, so it's about the heat pipes. So as long as the heat pipes can go straight, I'll do that. Right, so we have 2 bends and the rest are even. Perfect. Now the undergrounds, in terms of getting power in, that's going to be easy as well. And it's all going to be like an input-output situation. Input-output, 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 and you know it, input-output. Power. I don't mind taking the power here without it connecting sort of horizontally. I don't mind it. I'd like it to happen, but I don't really need it. Let's see if it overlaps with this one. And it overlaps here as well. Then I think something like this is better. Yeah. Yep, and I think it's tileable still. Let's try. It is tileable, so keep trying that. So far so good. So far so good. This is actually surprisingly good. The one thing we don't have is the connection here, which I don't know. I can always just do it at the end, but the idea of it being 100% self-replicating is kind of going away. On the other hand, you could also do something like this. Then we have another issue of the water not perpetuating through. And if I do that, it's going to be as few as possible. So we have to be that one, and you'd have to be cut one and go here, so we can actually take an underground. That one, yeah. And then I'm going to do the same on this one. There. Still repeatable, but I've now lost one, so I need that one to come back and that one to come back. Yes. Let's check. This is 96, 95. Huh? I think that one just disappeared as well. Oh, right, that one. Haha. Okay, so this is back to the 96 I need. 96 is excellent. And then we have the next one. It's actually looking, so far it's looking good. This is actually what I was most worried about. Get that down here and then get some turbines. Now, how does the turbines actually scale? So if I put it across this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does that scale? It does scale. Okay. And this is 10. And how many did we decide we needed? We needed 57 here. Yeah, that's slightly rounded up. So it's 57 and then it's times 6, but we only need to do half on either side. That means it's 171. So this is this times 17 times. I am just going to temporarily, let's get that calculator off the ground here. Let's get that out. That means this thing repeated 17 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then, oh, come on. I can't even do that because every time I pick it up, it adds 10 more to my inventory, and those will be used to send out. There you go. They can't even hold a ghost in hand. There. There. That one? Alright, the good thing about this is it definitely needs some kind of manipulation here. So basically what I'm looking at is just having like a solid lane here. That's, for me, the stuff that makes the most sense. There. Is it good for UPS? I don't know. It probably isn't. But I need to get it into all of these, so I don't think I can do anything better. I can't get this one in. If I get it any closer, I might even have to get it a bit further, because I'm needing. Oh, hey, look at that. That's something. That's a location where we can get this, and then we get to the tough part. Like, how far out could I make it? See, that's a no-go, and this is also a no-go. This is going to be problematic. because that's not connected anymore. And I can't really get this one closer. There's no way for me to get this closer, but I need to make sure that all of these are powered. Yeah, just one off here. So if it was here, it would be no problem at all, but it isn't. That's a big problem. This one looks pretty decent, I'd say. Is there any way that I could get this like bit slightly closer? I could do like this, but then I'm kind of suspicious about then I'm forcing it to be balanced. Like this one balances that one together without here, and like this one, for example. Or would that even make a difference? No, it wouldn't, because it doesn't attach there anyway. If I can make it like this though. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. So let's get this one back here. That's the location where we wanted it. So in order for this one to be placed at that location, how about, and now I'm gonna be, these are the things, right? Sometimes you just look at things and then go blind and realize that, oh yeah, it's the same thing. Because this is the same thing. I didn't just, oh, inventory full. There must be something I don't need here. There's a lot of things I don't need. They keep coming back, so that's not helping. What do I not need? A lot of things I don't need. Alright, doesn't matter. Alright, so this is good. This is the maximum range. It does block 2. These though, that, yeah. Oops, and that one. No. It has to be there. And then you can go back to this location. Now the question is how far does it take the next one? Or how much can I put in between? Because this is kind of, I don't know. I feel like I should use the word imperative for this. Oops. So this is good, and this is good, and this is good, but then I'm kind of stuck. This one is technically not part of it, but actually in that case don't put it there, because that's the repeatable pattern coming up on the other side. Will this look better on the other side? It reaches a bit far up. I think this is gonna look better. Yeah. Okay. And if I just look at this, oh look. Huh. That would be really neat if it actually just fell back into the same rhythm afterwards, after it's being done with that crap. Which means my options are 1, 2, 3. Ah. Okay, this is a better option. Even though it's now weird. Connect, connect, connect. Alright, so far we haven't hit any sort of massive obstacles that we could not overcome. Alright, so what is this pattern? This pattern now takes 76. So we just have to get it better, or more at least. Is this repeatable? Inventory full. It's almost kind of repeatable. Okay, it's not really repeatable, so we continue. Yes, that's happy. Yes, that's happy. And that's not quite so happy. Then we leave these two. I know I'm using a bit too many power poles because both of them are stretching into the neighboring domain, but I think 6 of these is the only way I can actually scale it correctly. That one, go. Oh, hold on, let's get them to be actual. Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't actually fit. But what if I do this, I think it actually fits better. And then it is exactly the same pattern as that one, right? Exactly the same. This is good. This is really good. Right, what's the state of affairs here? It's 142. Okay, get one more. I think it's... This one is at the start, this one's at the end. Oh, right, so it's more like... It's more like the whole thing here is repeatable. Boom. Yeah, this is definitely too much, but now that we have too much, it's much easier just to cut it off. There, that is 207. Okay. Well, let's cut this one off. 198, and I'm not sure we can actually just support all of the flow here, but maybe. That one is 193, so it's actually quite a lot that needs to be taken out. Like that. I think we're there now. Whoops. 76. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that means all of this is not needed at all. So this thing is actually... Or I could put the middle ones just a bit further in. And then take these two out. The ones that are weird. Now the one thing I don't have is... I don't have roboports in this design. And you can... That could be good or bad. It's mainly bad, but it does have power all the way through, and I think that's a good thing, but I don't have roboports. That means this has to be built manually, which isn't really a big deal, is it? Alright, so, I mean, I'm a bit surprised if we actually just did it like this. 172, yeah. So, water, you say. How do we get water in here? Let's look at the water pipe. Water pump. Like, I'd like it to be here, but that's not happening. I could put it here and here. Right? I might have to just move the whole thing just a tiny bit. Okay, I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna do some water fill just to test how I want this. And here. And one more. So basically what is important about this is that you will need to make a blueprint. If you want to use this yourself, which I would kind of recommend, if you want to build big, then you're going to need to find a big lake. Either you add water fill as a mod, because that's the easiest, and why not? As long as you don't use it to make moats to block off biters. That's what the true reason why you don't have water fill, I think, in the base game. But if you use it for this, the alternative is that you find some lake, and then a bit bigger than this one, and then you take the blueprint and fill out everything except this. And that's going to be an excessive use of copy paste, because man, is that going to go wrong a few times before you get it right. So I can't believe I did that. I just waterfalled up below me. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Did I not just say excessive use of save and load? Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, that's such a noob mistake. Alright, we'll cut it before me running back. Alright, so we're back. Yeah, so let me use this as a warning that nuclear power is very dangerous. Be careful about it. It will kill you. Even the water is toxic. Though even the water will kill you. That's I think that's one of the lessons also from Chernobyl, is that the water will kill you as well. So that's that. Now we know. The more you know. There. Has to be 4 wide, or it says it has to be 2 by 4. This thing here. That one. Oh, take the infinites out. We still have a few things that I need to figure out in this design, and that's sort of throughput wise, can we even support all of this with the pressure in the pipes? I'm not sure. Actually, I am sure. What if we just take all of these out and make pumps instead? That's gonna at least help just build the pressure the right places. Yeah, that's a good start. There, so that builds pressure. I don't have power, but we will. And that builds. Oh no! Oh no! 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 We just lost all the best things about this build. Now it's so tempting to say, well, you just pave over it. But I don't really like that. I think that maybe can we find another option than this? Like, what if this one goes straight in? It can't because of that. Can it go? It is actually the best shape. I can also go down. Oh man, this is bad. Because having this one connect to that one was the whole sort of crux of what I did. Like if this one goes here, maybe I'll just pretend that one of these pumps is a water pump for now, and just look at it. Could this one be moved? No, because as soon as you build, hold on, you can build it there, and you have to make sure that this one has bridges here for transferring the heat. The question though is, do you need this many heat transfers? Well, there's no other place that they can add the heat transfer, so it has to be here, and it has to go in here, so I can't really just drag another line up here. I think, no, then I'll have to do underground. Getting more space here is not easy. The thing is, I'm also having 10 here, but I need a 8.25, so I can't really just cut one out. Or could I cut one out? If I cut one out, I'll have to cut out these, but then how do I balance the water between those two? No, I can't. And I can't put them close to each other. Oh man, we don't really have a good solution to this. That's interesting. That was that's not something I expected would be giving us issues. What about like alternative patterns for putting in the water? I mean, I could put it in like this and like that one, but it would probably be even worse, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think there's a better pattern than this. I bet you're sitting there like, just do this thing. What if I did that? Huh? That's weird that it works. But it does seem to work. If it works, then what? Okay. That it's a thing. It's a thing. It's not a good thing though. But that doesn't help with this one. This is the one that's killing us here. And the water fill, just don't stand under it. See, now it works. No, it doesn't work because it's not actually. This one's supposed to be right there. And that questions that one and that one. Yeah, there are no other options for this. So one can go this way and the other one can go here, here, and in. It's kind of silly, but on the other hand, it's also working. All right, let's toy with that idea. That means this one has to go in here. These will have to go up and around in that location. This one has to be into the right one. Yeah. That goes up and the other one goes over, and then it's a underground in there. This one is not needed. That was just for testing, because I do want to have them dedicated lines, so I know for sure that they have enough and they don't sort of shuffle the water weird places. Okay, this is also good. It's working. It's a bit weird, but it's working. And that one can be built here. And I'm just checking. This is approximately as middle as possible. Whoops. Yeah, okay, so this... that's actually... This one doesn't have anything. Does seem a bit weird, doesn't it? All the other ones are linked directly. That's the only place that I can build two of those together. I could also build these two together, but that wouldn't really do anything with it. And it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it actually looks better if it's the middle one that's kind of different. Input, output, input, output. There. All right, I'm really happy about this. So I am going to take this part out. Also on the other side. And then we might actually just start seeing if it actually works. I've set this up as using belts because honestly, I really feel that belts are better for this kind of thing. It looks weird. Okay, scaling tests or sort of tiling tests. Tiles perfectly. Also power poles and everything is perfect. What about flippable? Yep. That's actually going to be our nuclear power plant. Damn, I'm so surprised about this. Let's see. Can I copy it? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you who would actually like to see this blueprint. Whoop! Hey, we just built something new. It goes now in my nuclear power. There. That is infinitely tileable nuclear. Huh. Well, that's not a gigantic failure, I would say. I'm putting these out here on the side deliberately, am I? Doesn't seem a good idea, does it? Okay, so I'm getting... Should I just mark it as 12 uranium, 12 reactor? Nuclear? Sure. And then a belt. Because, no, that's silly. Infinitely tileable. Sweet. Alright, this will be updated in the blueprint for my masterclass for nuclear power after the episode. I'm also taking this part, which is the infinitely tileable thing that is not great. We'll replace that one as well. Let's get it with this one. Okay, cannot insert, don't care. Get here, take my nuclear power, this one, get a new blueprint. Oh, how I absolutely do not want to have it tiled that way. Here. Why does it keep saying those construction drones? Okay, because everything's not working. Start by doing... I want it left to right. That's just the only thing that makes sense. Let me go up there. Oh, I cut it. I guess I did. Hopefully I can get it back then. Alright, let me just get this one. This one will be out here as well. And I have to make sure that it's 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 2, 3. This one here is... that's not the correct way. So I just take all of this out except there. Do we need that? Yeah, we need power poles for all of them. How did... There. These are going to be here. Alright, so that's the tileable blueprint. Should I do 1 or 2? Is it more clear if it's only just one of them that it tiles? I think it might be more clear if you only put the stuff that is tileable in here, like that. Should make it more clear that what is the tileable part. There, that one. Yeah, and those are important, and then I'll be putting that one and that one. What is it I want in each? This is the U238. I just got kind of distracted here. That one. Good. And then I'll take it from this one. Oh, I'm just doing it because now I have this blueprint and it's now updated. Tileable circuit less. That's a word now. CoverX. It must be. It's so weird that it's called CoverX. Like, why did they decide that it should be named after? And let's not get the tiles. Named after CoverX. Weird. Anyway, we got that one done, and let's go back to this one, and then we're actually gonna set it up somewhere and not kill ourselves with this. So where is a good location to set it up? I think we're gonna get, I think we'll just set it up sort of out here and then just pave it up and down. There we go. That is our location for nuclear power, and I am going to get it from my blueprint. What did I just... There. Yeah, let's build it here. Why do we have so much crap here in inventory? Alright, I will get... Dum, dum, dum. That's the one. Hold on, if this is it, then I should also bring it, I should bring it that way. Okay, and then since it's tileable, it actually is correct. So I'm building it from the middle of this one, I think. That'll have to be this one. The last one here is the middle. So like this. Boom. Cannot build there. Of course you can. And let me get this part just re-established while waiting for all the other stuff to fill in. There. Okay, so what we have at this point, these two are going to go out and these two are going to go out. And instead I'll have all of this. That's going to be one. Do you guys remember how many I said I needed for the blueprint? I don't remember. I'm sure I did this. Oh, right. I can calculate. It was basically I wanted 25 megawatts of gigawatts of power, and each one there is each one of the rows is 320. That means it's 72 nuclear reactors, but they come in 2 rows. That means 39. That's not the number I got last time. It was definitely something like a divisible. Was it 32? I basically did 320 is one set of reactors, or one set of 2 reactors. And then I doubled it, and I doubled it again. Now we're up to 4 to 8. 8 of those is 2.5 gigawatt. 8 16 32 I don't know. It just okay, so each of these have 12 reactors. That's 6 pairs of 3,200, right? So each of the blueprints that I have is making about 2 gigawatts of power. So I multiply by 12 maybe? And what was our power consumption at this point? Yeah. So stamp this down 12 times. And the answer is now 2. So this is almost done. I have set up an automated build process here because that would be crazy with all of this build. So this one's just spamming it from an infinite block out here. And what I need to do, and I managed to not kill myself. That's I think that's the biggest achievement so far. And what I just need to do is just I need to do 2 things. I need to hook this up. Oh, that's important because they are actually going to get all the waste product out on the other side, which is kind of weird. I would have liked to get it back, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, so we'll just have to get it out on the other side. This one is going to be just take it to our location. That's definitely not how things are working with these here. That one, that, and that one. So it has to be, make sure that it goes on the inside so that the output belts go on the outside. Yes. And aside from that, it's going to be fine. I will just drag it from this little location. And I don't know if this is actually, it should be fine, but it's going to take a while for it to fire all the way up. I'm just kind of wondering if we should have 2 inserters. And then an extra substation. There you go. Alright, so that is now going in. I don't know if I want to do that right now or I just want to wait a bit. I think I'll just wait a bit on this one. Just make absolutely sure everything is constructed. Yes, and what I need from the other end is simply just a box for all of this. And then I'm going to hook it up, kill the infinite power, and then see if it actually works. Let's go. Oh, why are these not continuous? They absolutely should be. Fix it in the blueprint. Absolutely. This is such a nice build. I might actually use this some more in my own bases because I've always just felt that this was just a bit of a gimmick to do this. But now seeing it, well, you can say in action. We haven't seen it in action yet. Oh, no. Don't you dare do that. Then it does kind of give the impression that you can actually see that it is beneficial to do. You can see the point. I can see the point at least. There. And what I do need is out here. Just taking out the trash exclusively. Here, I'm just going to take it from here. And that one's taken here. And that will just be boxes of uselessness. In this case, I can't do anything else, so I'm... Like that, I'm going to take these out because I don't want them anymore. That should be taking only the uselessful one. That one and that one. And this one can then go back to some other place afterwards. But that's not the most important. The most important is actually seeing this in action. So we are ready to fire it up. I'm super excited about it, and just building this massive scale and not even hooking it up, that might be, yeah, a bit insane. But let's go. Here we go. And what I'm going to do in the meantime, I am going to kill that thing. It's that little bit of teeny tiny thing. I'm going to run there and then take that out and come back to this location. Never mind. I didn't even need to do that because if we look at it, just by marking it for deconstruction, that means that it stops working. I have now 0 power in my entire network, and I'd like to have 37.6 gigawatt. Why does it say 37.6 gigawatt? The entire base is offline and it's not coming back online because I need to kickstart it. So, okay. We'll do that one. Get the whole thing back online. It's only 15 we have. And that gives a bit spike of what we need. And then we have to go back here. So the point is we want to make sure that this actually keeps pushing out while these are hopefully grabbing some uranium. They're not because they slide it all the way down. These ones should be heating up. Yes, no? Oh, right. I know what I'm missing. This one's not hooked up to the rest of the network. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so they need to be active for the time being. Just a little kickstart. And then we should see this one being picked up. I really shouldn't have used blue inserters. Or I shouldn't have used green inserters. They take too much in here. Yeah, we put 11 in here. So I'm going to get a upgrade planner. And this upgrade planner is going to be from greens to blues. I could also get there. Not these two. Alright, I'm going to run down here. This is also going to be great, just to get a sense of what we need down here. And we ran out of those. That's it. They are all working, but they're not. The temperature is not high enough. It also looks absolutely stunning, I have to say. I'm impressed by how good it looks. And let's see if it actually, how long it takes for this one to scale or to sort of fill up the entire belt. This is good. This is very good. I'm just going to take these out just for now. Or I'm not. And I'll just instead get a roboport here. I know it's a fake roboport. And we'll get it. Okay. We have to see this in action, right? And let's get it out here so it doesn't conflict with all the beauty we have in this world. Go. So what is the peak capacity of this thing? Let's see. Let's try and see this. Oh, please don't let go. It's 144. So we'll go 144 times 160. That's 23 gigawatts of power. And we can always expand it if we need to. Let's look at the temperature here to see what it's like. It is now getting above the necessary temperature. We're seeing that this one is capable of producing something. Let's see if it works. Yes. No, these are not high enough temperature. We're getting the temperature in here. It's coming closer to the 90 or to the 500. And boom, we have 500. We should start seeing pipes full of steam. Is it converting? There's no flow here. Oh, okay, it's still not. There we go. We're seeing like small flashes of steam. Still not seeing this one do anything. Yes, available power. Okay, so it's now bumping up at available power, but not actually doing anything. Okay, so with all the available power, we're just filling up the pipes right now. That means what I'd really like to see is getting this belt sort of stacked up all the way back. I know we're going a bit long here, but I think this is pretty interesting achievement here. Okay, so this is where the belts are full. This is where the belts are full. This is full. This is full here. Okay, so the belts are full sort of to that location. What I'm going to do now is I am going to, again, take this out. Boop. And now the only power we have is we have 15 gigawatt of power from our beautiful nuclear power plant. How about that? Do you like it? That was, what I'm really proud of is the fact that I just designed it in one go. No anything, just get started on it, look at it, just go. And these ones are also, they're fine. They're fine. All right, so thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this magnificent design. I will be cleaning up the design and then uploading it into my nuclear power plant masterclass So they will now have 2 extra blueprints in, the tileable circuitless Covarex and the infinitely tileable nuclear power. Cool. Thank you for watching. I hope that deserves a like and a subscription if you haven't already. I will see you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care and stay effective.